Hello there. Friday afternoon, just after 2 o'clock, 2:15, and I've got Bella out on the camp. You looking forward to it, Bella?
Yes, haven't been on one in a while, but I've missed coming on camps.
Yeah, she hasn't been on one in a while, she's missed coming on them.
Been waiting for sleeping bag.
Yeah, I had to wait for my sleeping bag to come back, so otherwise I'd have been stuck in the Rabbie 1100 and it's just too much for this weather. So I'm either going to go up Watch Hill or we're going to go up Black Hags. There's a hill fort quite low down, so we'll come back in a bit. Bella's enjoying all the views. She likes the bridges and things. Do you like the sound of the water, Bella? Yeah. As far as rucksacks go today, Bella's got 6.1 kilos. That's just the army bivvy, sleeping bag, mat and 2 bottles of water. I've got everything else. My rucksack, 15.7 kilos today. It's ridiculous, but I've got I've got evening meal for 2, loads of snacks. I've got 4 litres of water. Plus, that's about the weight I'm going to be carrying on my Scotland trail next April, so I'm getting in practice. Now, unfortunately today, I've put this heated jacket on, which is a thick, soft shell. It weighs nearly £5. I'm sure it does, this jacket. I haven't weighed it. I'm sure it said something like £4.5 on the website, but it's going to be far too hot to climb up a hill. And if I put that in the rucksack's going to get even heavier. But there's only meant to be 15-20 mile an hour gusts today, but it's already quite windy, so I'm going up Watch Hill today, and rather than the little hill fort, I might go up onto the top of Watch Hill itself, and we can camp in the trees if need be, because get a bit of shelter. I've just realised it's Loft Hill, not Watch Hill. Watch Hill's off the Carey Burn, off the other valley. I'm going mad. This is Loft Hill we're going to up here. Because the wind's getting up, we'll find some shelter up here. I'll just turn the video around and show you Bella going up the hill. Look, that hill fort there, that's where I'd considered camping, but there's no shelter in the wind. You're going fast, Bella. No stopping her. 6.1 kilos on her back, and she's flying. So we've took the second path up Loft Hill, which isn't quite as steep. They're all steep, but that hill behind me there, that's the hill fort I camped on about a month or so ago. We're going up to Loft Hill. It's really steep. It's 15.7 kilos. It's a killer. I didn't take the coat off because I had extra weight, but I may have to. Oh. I'm going to have to carry this every week for long walks to get my fitness up, ready for April. So much for the weather forecast. I've just put Bella's waterproof on there. You alright, Bella?
Yeah, it was raining.
It was raining. I've took my heavy coat off, put it in this bag. Doesn't make that much difference. I suppose when you're on 15.7, another kilo don't make much difference. I've just got my pack light on now, my t-shirt, so I'll be cool for climbing. I'll tell you, my arms were soaking wet in that heated jacket. Obviously I haven't got the heat on, but I think I'll keep that jacket for the forest on the flat. It's not a hill walking jacket. I knew that, but I just wanted to prove it because I was giving it for a test, so we've got to do a fair test. There's Bella. You taking in the views, Bella?
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah. So there's the fort we was going to camp on, but be too exposed. There's looking up towards the Bristol and the Cheviots. Lovely, isn't it? Onwards and upwards then, Bella?
Yep.
Load of slate off somebody's roof there. It's no good because most of it's broke. Well, I keep stopping to adjust my poles, and Bella says to me, "Why do you keep stopping, Daddy? You're having a crafty rest." And I says, well, I could be. Every time I fix my pole is a crafty rest, but with this on my back, doesn't do any harm. My Bella's just marching on. Obviously she's 12 next month, so the fit levels are enormous. A few weeks back, Dave from Cheviot Outdoors, him and his mates camped up on here, and they took the first path up, which is the one I normally take when I'm on my own, and it's a killer. But Dave, when you watch this, it's just as timing coming up this one, to be honest. If you've got the weight on the back, you're going to struggle. It's just not quite as bad. Another view now coming up, people. Lovely, isn't it? It's getting quite steep. Oh, you've got to love the Cheviots. I'll never get tired of them. Just as well, because I don't really have the time to get anywhere else. So I'm so grateful I've got this on my doorstep. Right, we're up at the top of the hill now. What do you think of that for a climb, Bella?
Good, we can see a good view from here.
A good view. What do you think of the rain coming up?
We got drenched.
Yeah, we got wet, didn't we?
Yeah.
Right, let's turn it round and have a look. There's our view. If we go to the end of the trees there, we can see the Cheviots, the main Cheviots. But this is a nice sheltered spot for the wind, so I'm going to get set up and then we'll come back. So much for the weather forecast. It says just cloudy and overcast, dry, but it's poured with rain. Well, I mean, I suppose we're quite high and we're in the Cheviots after all, but it's raining now, but not much. I'll show you the setup. I've got the DD Tarp 3x3 camo one. This is the full weight Tarp, 800 grams. It's a lot for a tarp when you think the super light ones are only 400 grams. But I'm practicing carrying the weight at the minute. So I've got two doors. The four corners you peg out first. And I put my pegs in, then you've got the adjustable guy line hitch to tighten it down. So there's four of those. And then I've got two walking poles. Bella's sat inside out the rain.
Hello.
There she is. So I've got two walking poles for two doors down to pegs. Adjustable hitches again. One this side. So we've got the views. Then on the other tie outs, the middle ones here, we've just got a short guy line with an adjustable hitch, the same. And the same on the back. And it's pretty, look, I mean, that's really tight. It doesn't flap any more than a tent. Bear in mind, that's the setup we used at St Abbs, and it was blowing a gale all night, and it was quite safe. This is my preferred setup to a tent. I mean, the space in there when we get set out in a minute, it's ridiculous. You get 4 people in there. And our views. Well, it's amazing, isn't it? Look, let's come over here. There's looking up to the Cheviot, look. Bissell Crag and the Cheviot. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? We'll have a walk up onto the top up here in a bit and we'll get the 360. Right, I'm just having a longed for coffee. I've got loads of water, a couple of tins for our dinners, a brew. My lighter's not working, but obviously I always carry a flint and steel. I've got a homemade bag of the bean curry for Bella. I've got a tikka masala for myself, a couple of bags of rice, marshmallows and hot chocolate, a couple of breakfast bars for Bella in the morning, chicken wrap, a crepe with chocolate, tea bags, coffee, bag of porridge. We've had plenty of snacks coming up. Bella's just in the bivvy there watching her phone. And there's our amalgamation of stuff all laid out. I've got Bella settled down already. She's in the hooped army bivvy tonight. I'm in the army bivvy. And I'll have mine along here later. But I'm going to have myself a brew and get set up. There's looking to Great Heather. And that's the little fort I camped on the other month. West of Tor, east of Tor. Really windy up here. Looking round, you got the Bizzle Crag and the Cairn Hill and the Cheviot. There's the Shill over there. Coming round. These are the hills on the border of Scotland now over there. That's the ridge walk I did a few months back on the way in. There's my favourite hill. There's Coldsmouth Hill up there. That fort over there, Chester's, I've camped on that a fair bit. I love it up here. I'll show you my pitch in a minute. There's a lot of fresh cow muck up here, and that's really wet. So I don't know whether I might have to move my pitch, because it looks to me like the cows have been up here, like there's all wet poo. But I can't see any cows. This log, I remember 2 years back, I used to sit on that when I come up here. I used to sit on that for a brew. But I can't see any cows anywhere, look. Could be anywhere though, couldn't they? Beasts they are. God, it's so windy. It really is. If the cows move towards us, we'll just quickly move the other side of the fence. I can't see any anywhere. Hopefully they won't come up here now. God, the crags look absolutely amazing, don't they, from up here? I love it. Right, let's have a walk over towards the pitch, where the pitch is. They've done a lot of forestry work up here as well, haven't they? Can you see the tarp over there, look? That's well camouflaged, isn't it? Would you believe there was somebody with a rucksack come out of the same path that we used and walked straight past us when we were setting up? Bella said, look, there's somebody there. And somebody with a rucksack was walking straight past. It didn't look like a big enough rucksack to camp. Probably just a day hiker. To be honest, unless you're dedicated, it's that cold up here tonight you'd be mad to do it. You've got to be dedicated to come and camp in these conditions. That's where I was going to camp tonight, just there on that old hill fort, but it would have been too windy. And there's up towards Black Hags and Black Hag Rigs up on the top. Oh, I'm loving it. The camo tarp's amazing next to the trees, isn't it? We're not too far up from the gate. I don't know whether cows have flattened the grass where we are. There's two flat spots. I'm hoping it was when Dave and his mates were camping the other week up here. I'm hoping it's not cows been sleeping next to the fence. But worst case scenario will be straight through the fence, which is just down, the gate's just 50 yards along. But loving the camo tarp. I won't be taking this tarp on no long runs, obviously, because it's 832 grams, I think. But it's a heavy duty beast. I like the super light ones. Nice, isn't it? So much room under there, it's great. And when you think about it, you get somewhere in the rain, you get your tarp up, you're straight underneath and you can just spread out. To be honest, it doesn't pitch any quicker than a tent, I don't think. Not by the time you're fiddled on, but it's what you enjoy. I enjoy a tarp and bivy, as we know. I can't wait for me bivy from America to arrive. I've ordered an MLD bivy. It's only 200 and something grams. It hasn't got a hoop, but it's a fully enclosed bivy. It's going to be amazing. We're using that in the trails. And my Alp Kit Hunker bivy, that's a way of having a zip put into it at the minute. Because it's getting to the stage I can't get in and out of these bivvies without a zip. I just can't do it. Not unless I need a sleeping pad about 3 foot above the bivvy so I can sit on that and then slither in. I just don't bend anymore. So if it ain't got a zip, I ain't going to use it. Obviously I'm in the army one tonight, so but I've got the big pad so I can slither into it. I'll probably get a zip put into that one as well. Well, I just love looking at this. I'm nattering on just looking at my favourite hills. It's amazing, isn't it? Amazing. I've had to put Bella in a bivvy. She's took a turn for the worse. Well, unfortunately, it's not quite dark and it's leave no trace. Bella's not been well, so it's leave no trace. Right, it's just after 6. We're going to have to leave. Bella had a terrible headache, and she never gets headaches. She's really quite poorly. And then luckily I got some bags in the bag, and she just got out the bivvy in time and she was sick. So she's really not feeling well and she's shivering, so I'm not going to chance a night in the hills. I'd rather go back now and get back to the car at dusk, keep her nice and warm at home. So I might get out Saturday for a camp, or it may be next Wednesday, but we'll see in a bit. There wouldn't have been no sunset tonight, but it's a nice bit of colouring over there. Getting closer to the car now, it's drawing in quite fast. But we'll just make it back before it's dark. I'll have my tea at home tonight. I've not done a thumbnail or anything. I don't know if I'll probably still post this because it's the setup and the walk, isn't it? It's something to post. But see you soon. Right, I'm going to end this video here. We're nearly back at the car. Bella's not feeling very well. She's really quite shivery, so I've took the rucksack off her, so I've got the 2 rucksacks now, so it's hard work, but can't have her carrying that if she's poorly. But we'll get her home, put her in a nice warm bath, see how she is. So you might see me on a camp tomorrow, if the wife lets me out tomorrow. Other than that, we'll have to see you on the next one. Goodbye. Well, the lights come on my phone. You wouldn't think so, but Bella's got back and she's feeling really poorly, but she's carried the poles to help. So we'll see you later.